Knowledge of self, the key to health. There is an emerging consciousness of people who are on a quest for knowledge of self. But one vitally crucial component to that is having knowledge of self in order to be able to sustain and create optimal health. Peace and blessings, light and love. My name is Ray Queen. And when I began my journey of wellness, coupled with my consciousness, I used to wonder how my spiritual journey falls in line with my health and my wellness. It's funny how we become really spiritual when we make major life decisions. So anyway, have you ever thought about the role our physical health plays on our spiritual health? And I'm not necessarily talking about religion because I am not a religious person. I am talking about spirituality, an organic and personal relationship with divine energy. But even some of the world's major religions talk about being aware and being knowledgeable. Hosea 4:6 from the Bible states, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." The Quran 39:9 asks, "Are those who have knowledge and those who have no knowledge alike? Only the men of understanding are mindful." You see, self-knowledge is the foundation of all knowledge, and our physical health is intimately connected to our spiritual health. So it's time we take responsibility for our health, our holistic health. You see, I've done the work. I have spent years and years getting credentialed and getting the proper degrees and researching for countless hours to gain a thorough understanding of anatomy, nutrition, herbs, vitamins, metaphysics, and the mind-body connection. You see, I've helped many to overcome disease, to master their minds, and to walk in authenticity. But I had to work on me first. I had a very long history of bad health choices. I had a very strong Pepsi addiction, which is 3 generations strong, I might add you. Matter of fact, I'm still working on my mother, who is trying to get off that Pepsi, but it's got her bad, y'all. It's got her bad. But that Pepsi addiction damaged my liver pretty badly, and I'm still in the process of rebuilding my liver. I used to be angry at everybody and everything, and that anger was a misplaced anger that stemmed from the relationship I had with my father. You see, I know that now. But that anger, because I never dealt with it, wreaked havoc on my health. Those negative emotions kept me in a constant cortisol state, which is a hormone. Cortisol is a hormone that is released as a result of stress. And that stressful state manifested in the form of headaches, yeast infections, fatigue. It did a lot of damage to my physical health, and it wreaked havoc on my emotional health, damaging relationships that are probably far beyond repair. It wreaked havoc on my mental health, leaving me afraid, which is ridiculous, but it left me afraid to succeed professionally. And even worse, I was uncertain about what my purpose for existence was. Why am I here? Additionally, it wreaked havoc on my spiritual health, leaving me with so many unanswered questions and never quite fitting into all the religious traditions I began to study and the ones that were given to me and expected of me by my family. And that's kind of what catapulted me to today. I got frustrated with what my circumstances were, and I decided to travel off that little beaten path, that voice that was inside of me the entire time, the voice that guided me to discover who I really am. You see, I am with me 24 hours a day, just like you are with you 24 hours a day. And I mentioned this in my book, God Doesn't Like Junk Food, that knowledge of self is what I should have used when I was determining the best medicines for me, the best spirituality for me, the best lifestyle for me, the best road for me. You see, my family, my doctor, my teachers cannot determine what's best for me. Now, this is not to discount the value these people play in our lives, but only through true knowledge of self can anybody even begin to offer advice, guidance, or prescriptions. You see, because God does not make cookie cutter beings. There is not a one size fits all. So, what we have to learn to do is couple the information your doctor has with the knowledge of self that you have to make informed and joint decisions about your health. Get to know yourself. You see, your health depends on it. You are responsible for your temple and what happens to it, what you put into it, and what you expect out of it. So just do me a favor. Take the time you need to discover who you really are. I mean, if you want to overcome whatever disease you have, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, whatever you're struggling with in your physical health, if you just do me this small favor and take the time you need to discover who you really are, not your constructed self, not the self you present to others, but your true, authentic self. You see, when my clients come to me for natural health advice, it is imperative that as a holistic health practitioner that I know who I'm dealing with. So you must be able to tell me who you are. You must have knowledge of self in order to be in control of your health and to be in control of every other aspect of your life. Please visit my website at rayqueen.com. And remember, good health is a choice. Eat proudly, laugh loudly, drink life, and think right. Then, and only then, will you operate from true knowledge of self and a complete optimal state of health.